What's up, guys? So today I'm reviewing one of the cheapest boards you can buy anywhere. This was $27 on Amazon. And I'm gonna be putting random skate clips in the video from my first trip to Massachusetts. I went to a bunch of really interesting skate parks. Oh yeah, it was my first time in Pennsylvania too. So if you're not into cheap boards because you're just too cool for that, you'd like to spend a lot of money on your boards, then I'll have some photos I took at the end of this video for you guys with a song I made. So this was my first trip to Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, and the song that I'm putting with the photos is a song I made on this YouTube channel a while back. It was about a day that I skated at the skate park and everything that happened that day. It's really bad. It's really embarrassing, so you should enjoy it. At the time I purchased this Moose blank on Amazon, it was the cheapest board I could find on Amazon. So it's $27.95, I believe. I will put a link in the description. I wanted a new board to take to Massachusetts with me. I was skating some parks in Massachusetts and Connecticut last week, so that's mainly where I skated this board. So I did actually crack through most of the layers. It's cracked right through here and across here, but it's under $30 for a deck. The reason I cracked it is because I am 230 something pounds. I was doing these Deca type tricks, or these deck check type tricks, where you slam the middle of your board into a rail. Other than that, it was a pretty good deck. Now that I'm looking at it, it's starting to delaminate right here on the nose, and I didn't do much on the nose, so it is a cheap deck. Wouldn't it be cool if Moose, the professional skateboarder, owned Moose? It's really separating right there. So I actually bought a 9-inch board from Amazon I'm going to be reviewing soon. It's not from the same company though. So just for clarification, I did put some holes in here because I did have rails on this board. I put rails on this board slid the rail here at the skate park once before going on the trip, just so I wouldn't feel the need to board slide any rails on the trip. I had pretty tight trucks on this setup because I had decent sized wheels on Thunder trucks, and Thunders are notorious for getting wheel bite, at least for me, so I had to have pretty tight trucks on this setup. These wheels I got for free from Adventures in Skateboarding at 40 Plus. I appreciate him sending me these wheels. Sometimes I ride small wheels and people will just send me stuff because they're like, oh, he must not have anything, he must not have any money. I do have the money to buy wheels, but I do kind of like skating small wheels. So this was my first time in Massachusetts, first time in Connecticut, first time in New York. I'll show some of the parks I went to intermittently between these clips. So yeah, I'm not showing my face in this video. My hair is turning blonde because of the sun, but you guys don't need to see that. I promise I'm not bleaching it. I just go outside sometimes. So yeah, the pop was really good. The pop is still fine. The wheelbase was kind of short because I noticed I was landing with my front foot off the front of the board, and I know Dr. Schmidt said if you're doing that, that means your wheelbase is too short. Maybe I need to skate a 15-inch wheelbase. He said if you're 6 feet tall, you should be skating a 15-inch wheelbase, and I am not doing that. This is like 14.25. It's kind of a short wheelbase. So actually, I do pretty well with 15-inch wheelbases, even for flip tricks and 360 flips. I did skate a 15-inch wheelbase on that Skate Shred blank. The Andy Anderson board, I always did pretty good on his boards. So I am wearing the DKL shirt. They haven't sent me any boards or any grip tape for a while, but yeah, it's what I had on under my dress shirt at work today. So yeah, I think I should skate a bigger wheelbase. That's really the only problem I've had with this. The Thunders have been great for like transition and stuff like that. They're really tight, good for flip tricks. Well, I actually have struggled with flip tricks because I'm used to a 9-inch board, and this is 8.5 or 8 1/4. I think it's 8.5. The wheels have been great though. I really like these wheels, and I appreciate, but the wheels have been great. I really like these tablets. I like how they lock in, and I definitely like Spitfire wheels. They're starting to feel a little sluggish and a little slower. Dragon wheels, even when they wear down, are still like really fast. For some reason, when I wear down regular wheels a little bit, they start to feel sluggish. So yeah, if you guys have money and you can afford going to a skate shop, you can survive inflation. Go to a skate shop, buy your boards over there. I'm just buying these boards because a lot of people actually can't afford to go to a skate shop because of the crazy inflation. A lot of people are barely able to survive. So yeah, if you guys have a job or if you have daddy's money, go to the skate shop and buy a deck to help these starving pros survive in California. They're $10,000 a month rent while they've got like 12 roommates and a dog. You know what would help skateboarders survive more than a couple guys on the internet not buying Amazon boards? Maybe if there wasn't 50 million skateboard companies, maybe if every single pro didn't have their own company, the like 3 pros on the one company. What if there was only like one skate company? The like 3 pros that skated for that one company would be making so much money on royalties. But since there's 50 million companies, yeah, most pros are not making enough to survive. They might make $100 a month or something like that. Making YouTube videos, I make more than most pro skaters. So the shape of this board's pretty mellow. The tail's pretty mellow. I like that. The nose is a little bit steeper than the tail. It's a normal popsicle shape. It's not too pointy, not too rounded. It's pretty average. I found 3 flips were easier than kick flips on this board because it did feel a little short, and with the kick flips I was landing off the front of the board, and with the 3 flips I could catch it with my front foot a little bit easier because rotating this way is easier when you do have a short wheelbase. So I think having Thunders on kind of a smaller short board for some reason made it feel even shorter because the wheelbase is like the whole thing. It made the nose and tail feel shorter because it kind of widens the wheelbase, but the wheelbase is pretty tiny, so I think I need a long nose and tail as well. I always tried to get like 32 or longer when I was buying decks when I was growing up in middle school and stuff, because I am kind of on the taller side. I'm 6 feet tall, so I think I do need a little bit longer board. I know boards are getting shorter and shorter, but that's not necessarily a good thing for everybody. Maybe if there's like a lot of shorter skaters, a lot of kids skating, they definitely do need shorter boards, but wheelbase is more important than the actual deck size, so you really got to watch that wheelbase when you're buying a board. Did I make a video on the X Formula wheels or Formula X or whatever they are? I don't remember. Well, I got on my old board with the slappies and I forgot how much I like slappies, so I think I'm going to move the slappy lights that never autofocused over to this board instead of the Thunders, if I can find a screwdriver. So this is the park in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's the capital. It's close to Hershey, Pennsylvania. And it was the most rundown area I went to on this New England trip, but it was the best park. It looks like it was built on top of an old existing park. I'll show some clips from that part. Over here, it's like this stuff's really old. It's been skated for a while. There were some stairs that had been skated for a while, but then there's this massive new park. Everything was really mellow, a lot of small transition, mellow bank ramps. It was a really fun park to skate. It was after dark when I went there, and I had my shutter speed set at 1/5000th of a second, and this was an f8 lens, pancake lens, so the ISO is probably 400,000 or something. All right, so this park is really fun. It's really well made. I wanted to do something a little bit different here, kind of out of the ordinary. I don't know about the flow because there's that big weird circular manual pad and that really long flat bar in the middle. So that kind of messes with the flow. I wish there were more quarter pipes on the corners to kind of get a little more speed around the park. There's that one with the gap in the middle. You can kind of flow around this park, but yeah, I'm not really sure what they're going with that long rail on top of the circular manual pad. Just kind of, it was hard to get speed for because there's no quarter pipe on the top. You could run and get a little bit of speed for it, but you'd really have to wax that thing up to skate it. So this is Stockbridge Skate Park in Massachusetts, and this skate park's actually a little bit dangerous. The quarter pipe and the spine ramp have misaligned concrete about an inch or so, just kind of sticking up when you're coming off the ramp. So you kind of have to lift your weight off your front wheels so you don't hang up on it when you're coming down the ramp. Other than that, it's skatable. The surface is rough, so I had to use a board with bigger wheels. And over by that tree over there, it's actually really slick even though it's rough, because there's some kind of mucus coming from the tree. So the manual pad's kind of fun. The coping sticks out entirely above the manual pad. So I start off this video with the world's fastest premature kickflip, then I do a little dance. This is near Six Flags New England. Then I do a trick I can't do, and then a shove that barely leaves the ground. So I missed a few clips in my other video from this skate park. The ledge was a little sticky, so this guy actually gave me some little crumbs of wax that he found in between the ledges, and it worked. So here's a closer look at the Stockbridge skate park in Massachusetts. We've got a lot of weird stuff going on here. So first of all, what is this? How are you supposed to skate this? Did they just put it in there and it just started sinking in and they were just like, oh, forget it, I'll just leave it. We've got a little kicker ramp and it goes to really slick ground. Even though it's rough, it's slick because the tree is like letting off this strange mucus material. So look at this down here. This is like a couple centimeters, almost an inch of just concrete that's misaligned, that's just sticking out. And it's like that on every single ramp. I don't know if these are older ramps maybe, and the concrete kind of set over time. Maybe it was flush when they first built it. So the manual pad's not bad. The ground is rough and slick at the same time, but the coping sticks out quite a bit. So yeah, it's kind of cracking. So maybe this is an older park, and maybe at one time everything was aligned, but now it just isn't. See, that's how far the coping sticks out of the manual pad. Sorry I was so tired in that Andy Anderson part review. I was like falling asleep during that 12-minute part because I just haven't been sleeping more than like 5 hours a night. I got stuff to do. Gotta skate, gotta exercise, gotta ride bikes, gotta live my life. I don't have time for sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. So yeah, hopefully I'll have some more energy for future videos. If you like this kind of content, scroll through my channel, check out my other videos, and hit that subscribe button because I got a lot more videos to come. Thanks for watching. There's a blue heron flying over my head. Sometimes I get so caught up in filming and getting videos out, I lose my head, I lose my identity, I forget why I'm skating, I desire control, but when I get a double dose of something I hate, I forget the reasons why I skate. I forget why I'm driven. I forget where I'm driven. Someone drained my energy, so I drained the whole park. I pulled the plug and drained the whole bowl. From afar, I've witnessed someone alone making others feel even more lonely. He came out of nerdiness, playing the Taro, generic Pokemon cards, but now he thinks he's a real bad dude. He said, let's leave them out. Let's not tell them. I confronted him. He said, I know how you are, how you are, how you are. I don't know what that means, but it really hurt my feelings. You don't know. I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than this whole scene. I'm disgusted once again by words I hear. This guy commented, "You aren't good at skateboarding or filming, so just do something else with your life." I confronted him. Stupid and mean displayed on the screen. Used as an excuse as he apologized. I see their faces in different places. I try to be chill as possible, but it's really cold. I didn't want to drain any more energy, so I couldn't skate after that. I rolled away. I rolled on my back because I wanted to show everyone my belly. They rubbed it and said it felt like jelly. I can't be passive. I can't just accept things. I can't let things go. I have to be in control. I lost my power. So I left. I'll be back in an hour. Love me, Daddy. Daddy, love me. Love me, Daddy. Daddy, love me. Well, that's skateboarding for you. Why cut things down when I want them to come together, grow together? I came back to the park and I skated with Kason. We had a great session in the snow. That guy doesn't know.